5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh! It's an auto runner. Oh, those things kills you as well. Not those. Ah, crap. Oh! So those are checkpoints, I see. I think using space is easier, actually. I tried to go with C to begin with. God damn it. Jesus, that's loud. I was like, when I read the paste bin, it didn't mention anything about directional keys, so I just assumed I was like, oh well, it's the normal directional keys. So I didn't even recognize that it was an auto runner until I like died 3 times. Seems to be a slight delay between you landing and being able to jump again. Don't know if you can make that jump at once. Let's see. I figured. I gotta hit. No. I also don't know if... I think there's jump height. Feels like it, but... it's very sensitive. God damn it. Man, I wish I could jump with up. There's a very annoying delay between pressing the jump button and actually jumping. Come on. It's very, very slight, but it's there. How do you manage to get an input delay unless it's intentional, of course? That it could very well be. Or maybe it's just my spacebar that has a delay in it. Yeah, because now it runs much better. Wait, what? Started using the X button. At least the music's pretty... What? Come on. I was just about to say, at least the music is pretty damn good. Come on! Is that not possible to do? There we go. So there are definitely different jump heights, which makes this even worse. Of course there's Potaboos. Always freaking Potaboos. Oh, these aren't on a cycle. Almost everything else is in a global cycle, it seems like. But not the bees. Knew it. The moment I saw that edge, I knew I was dead. Alright, that was going pretty well. Oof. I thought that was a trap. Turns out it wasn't, but do you need to... There we go. Whenever there's a stair like that you're falling down, it always looks like it's gonna be a trap. Oh wait, it is on a global timer. Ah, shit. Or an instance timer, I meant. I'm so bad at these kinds of games. I wonder how many times I've died. You're probably gonna get a statistic on that eventually. This is a cool game. This is a really cool game. I know we've had like auto runners in MT a couple of times before, and it's an interesting genre. You don't see it that often, so you don't get to practice it a lot. Which kind of is what makes it fun. No. Those are surprisingly difficult when you're supposed to hit a single block like that. Clever use of stage mechanics, I like it. Kinda reminds me of what's it called? Super Mario Run. With the going back and forth stuff. I wonder if we're gonna see much more extreme versions of that eventually. And the slight input delay is really off-putting. It messes with your timer a lot. Or your time... Wait, what? Ah, crap, I pressed the wrong button. So you're not supposed to press C, because that auto-completes the level, so that's why I didn't move on when I got out to the level screen. Well, I still need to play this stage. Come on. So the pharaoh statues, did you see that they were dogs? Oh, Jesus. I'm guessing there's some kind of lore going on here. Jesus, this segment is long. That part looked really cool, but it was pretty easy actually. The last jump is really hard. Because its timing is so different from the other ones you've done in the rest of this segment. There we go. I was like, I wonder what that spring is for. Then I ran into it and was like, oh, yeah, I see it. Oh! God damn it. I tricked us. What? Sometimes this bee ends up out of phase. Bounce. Come on. Should be able to do this actually, yeah. That's far easier. That might be possible, but I'm not gonna like stress it getting that jump. A really hard thing about autorunners is that you can never like take a break and catch your breath. Oh wait. There we go. What? Oh, come on! The C button is far too close to the jump button. No! So hard to see in advance what's gonna happen. The dogs are so mean. They like... Man. They fool you. Knew that was gonna happen. You could feel it miles away. Is going high a good idea? Probably not. Well, that worked out pretty well actually. That was an easy stage. Much easier. What? Are you supposed to run? Guess so. Oh well. Some of these coins are like ridiculously placed. Games like this messes with your reflexes. It's like your reflexes jump when there's a ledge. And it's just not true. Come on. Oh! I can save this. Can I? Okay, can salvage. Will salvage. Come on. Alright. Screw it. I wanted to salvage that one so bad. Come on, it was that easy in the end. Alright. I had no chance of catching that. Seeing it in advance. No. I feel I'm getting a bit distracted here, wanting to do full parkour moves. I knew that was happening. As soon as I saw the saw, I understood I was done for. There we go. Spent so much time. But this is a really fun race game. This is one of those games where being really good makes such a huge difference. I have no idea how good Tet is at games like this. Oof. That was a close one. Ah, come on. If Tet's a cannibal god, then I'm done for. The one block jumps are really hard to time. I wonder if there's... I wonder what makes it so hard to hit the one blocks. It feels like there's some inherent delay, but I can't like quite put my finger on it and move it. I actually thought I could fall down there. As you see, even if I land on it, it's really hard to land the one... That's just mean. That's just mean. Over that one, under this one. Well, no checkpoint for me. Who needs checkpoints anyways? Right? Who needs checkpoints anyway? Come on. I thought I recovered that so nicely. You gotta hit a one tile there. Gotta jump right at the end. There we go. Come on. That jump is so unfair. And not the small jump. Really? Oh, I actually made it. I thought I gamed the system. Wait, how are you supposed to do that? And not just get shut down? Oh, okay. I don't know what I did different though. I don't get it. Shit. I actually thought it was a trick. That I was supposed to go down there. Ah. Oh. Ooh. Where's the next random fireball that's gonna pop up and kill me? Wait, oh, you could actually... Jesus Christ, these jumps. Not even a checkpoint. That's rude. Still no checkpoint. Come on. I really wanted a checkpoint there. Run a little further. The second spike jump there is hard, because you really want to jump like as soon as you can. That's not what you're supposed to do. That's what makes it so tricky. Just gotta have a little bit of patience. I think I'm done. I expected an ending screen. But there doesn't seem to be one. Oh well. That went well. That went really well. The name of this game. So this was cool. It was a good game. 2136. 2136. Cool auto runner. A good race game. Not too long, not too short, and a good mix of mechanics.